Let's do a little bit of setup for our test. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and create a new project from Loopy's default project. And this is all about making sure that we have no possible conflicting settings. Go into clip settings, scroll to the bottom, choose restore defaults. Make sure that auto loop detection is off. It's probably off by default, but there have been some versions of Loopy where auto loop detection was on. It doesn't really matter for this test, but I'm going to just turn off auto count out, and phase lock can be on or off. It won't matter for this test. I'm going to turn it off just because that's what I am used to. Now we want to go into control settings and make sure that we don't have any global profiles turned on that might conflict. And you'll see that the project profile is empty. That's exactly what we want. Now we're going to go into system settings and set it to the lowest buffer that you can that doesn't result in crackles. Now I have a pretty old iPad that's an iPad 6, and I can do 64 just fine. Go into the mixer, make sure that your input is set to the input you're going to use. We're using a guitar on channel 1 here. Monitoring is on because I don't have to worry about feedback. Unmute the channel. Confirm I've got signal. For this test, we're not going to use any plugins. Even though one normally uses plugins, we want to eliminate any possible thing that would add latency. So we've got that set up okay. Okay, now notice that I've got my chocolate is set up to be wired. We're going to turn on MIDI learn, tap on the first clip, tap on switch A, and we should see Synco CC20 on. Go ahead and close out MIDI learn and confirm that it turns on and off. Now it is worth understanding that if you're used to a particular looper, hardware looper, the response is probably going to be a little bit different. So it will take a little bit of practice, but it should be possible to get a nice tight loop. So let's just practice doing some quarter notes. Now a simple chord progression. And there you go.